oh God, I'm busting over here. Oh, I'm busting open this book because it's not too bad. Hello everybody. My name is Bing Zero. I'm sorry. Alejandro. Today, check out my fucking drip. This is some dang stuff. We got the brand new. I'm just waiting for someone to just go 1, 2, put on some hat. 3, 4. I'm kind of fat. I don't know. Anyways, today we are going to be reviewing this book. I just pulled it out of my ass and said, you know what, we're going to go for it. Because I have so many books written down, but none of them I want to do yet. And I'm just like, well, I've read some books that I have not put on for the next ones. Like, there's going to be a whole week of book reviews coming up in June. Presumably, like, mid-June. So I'm going to have to do a lot of filming, so there might be a little bit of a break. So, yeah, you can be excited for that. That would be pretty cool. It's just a whole week of a series that could take up the whole week. Not entirely, because there's a video probably at the end of that week. This might be cool, might be not. If I even do a video at the end of the week relating to a series I'm covering. And it is Goosebumps. Don't like, what is the series? It's a Goosebumps series, don't worry. It's not like a whole series like Slap Reel. No, it's a book with spin-offs. And there's enough to fill up most of a week. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do a whole week themed around that one book series. Well, that one little, story. But anyways, beware the snowman. Let's get to it. I don't know if I'm cutting this. So, as per usual, let's read the goddamn blurb. Jason used to live in her... Jason used to live with her aunt Greta in Chicago. But not anymore. They've moved to a place called Sherpy. What a nice name. It's a tiny village on the edge of the Arctic Circle. What the fuck? Why would you even move there? Jason can't believe she's stuck out in Nowheresville. No movie theaters, no malls, no nothing. Plus, there's something really odd about the village. At night, there are strange howling noises. Ooh, creepy. And in the front of every house, there's a snowman. A creepy snowman with a red scarf, a deep scar on his face, and a really evil smile. Reader beware, you're in for a scare. Don't miss this next book in the series, How I Learned to Fly, which I already did a review on if you want to watch that. A while back, actually, like almost a year ago, it feels like. Maybe, possibly. Anyways, ISBN 05908688856888 for Great Goosebumps. Okay, I'm not gonna read that part because I know you guys don't care. Anyways, that is the blurb. And we always say, well, so the book was kind of good. I mean, it was alright. Underrated as fuck, in my opinion. I'm quoting a pedophile. That's awesome. Anyways. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into the upside down, the upsides. The upsides. What are they? Well, first off, I like Snowman books, and this is the reason why. This book was, really creepy, because I actually do have... I know this sounds like a pussy thing, but I do think snowmen can be creepy. Because I just don't like the feeling of it. I don't like the overall concept of snowman. It's like just living... I mean, it's just living snow, and it kind of looks stupid on the cover. But the weird thing about it is snowmen kind of feel like weeping angels, or gold watchers, or whatever you want to call them. Because they just don't move. But when you're looking away, it feels like they could move. And they're super quiet, too. They could be super quiet. They just... hello. You know? And it's just overall creepy. So this book was really neat for me. It wasn't as good as I would hope it to be, I must say. But it's still pretty alright. It got the job done. Not in the best way, but not in the worst way. Yeah. This book might also get some nostalgia points, because this is one of the earlier Goosebumps books I read. I read this about 5 years ago, when I was actually starting to learn how to read a lot better. My mom read me this book, actually, because some of the Goosebumps books I had gotten read to me. That's how young I was when I started collecting them. I couldn't even read yet. I couldn't even read! For the most part. I mean, there was complicated words. I bet I don't even know how to say, theaters right there. I don't, hold on, location. I doubt I wouldn't even know that. That would've been pretty funny, though. But, yeah, now, so the actual upsides, besides nostalgia, kind of like Snowman, kind of creepy. The book was decently written, I must say. There were some creepy elements that really worked with the book. The Snowman itself, and the way they utilized it. The snowy atmosphere. Now, I'm a sucker for these kinds of books with Goosebumps, because Judy and the Beast is a prime example. I know most of the nowadays Goosebumps books are, not the best. Some exceptions to that are, it's alive, the dummy meets the mummy, and Diary of a Dummy. But, you know, those are just a few exceptions. Most of them are just kind of, you get the point. But, yeah, this is kind of reminding me of Judy and the Beast. I should have put that as an exception, but yeah, I think that book was not too bad, and I really like the snowy atmosphere. This is what I got reminded of when I read Judy and the Beast, and that's why I like that book so much, because the atmosphere in this book is my favorite part about the book, surprisingly. It is the thing that makes this book awesome for me. And that's why I just wanted to read more of it every night. It was hard to not read this one. I'm like, I Live in Your Basement, which came out around the same time as this book, because these were some of the last books. Literally 10 books later, I'm not even kidding, 10 books later, we got this boy. Same year, I think. Almost, probably, maybe. Whatever. Pretty fucking stupid, though. Very bad book. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so overall, it had some very good writing and the atmosphere. One more thing is, I do like the plot twist. It's very stupid. It is somewhat fitting of the Goosebumps vibe, though. Somewhat. Not entirely. Since you're watching this, it's just spoilers, duh, so. Dad. You already know what I'm talking about when I say dad, okay? You already know what the plot twist is. It's pretty cool, though. In my honest opinion. It's okay. I don't think it's actually pretty cool. It's just okay. It fits the Goosebumps vibe because it's not supposed to be too, too funny, but also not too creepy. You know, like, it can't be, oh, Pennywise. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Demon Man was an alien from outer space and here to kill every single person on the fucking planet. And he is going to kill you right now. It's not like that. Not even that's creepy in the general. But yeah, it's a decent plot twist, which I find really interesting. And, the best part is, this book can actually get a sequel, because there's I mean, the whole concept alone leaves more room. And there's also some spells, I think, going on in here. From what I recall. I haven't read this book in a little bit. But, yeah. Pretty good. Now, let's get on to the downsides. The downsides. The book wasn't as scary as I hoped it would be. Yeah, there we go. There's the downside. Major downside. The book wasn't too scary. I know I made it sound like it was super scary, but the book itself was just kind of, there was some times like, okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really, scary about it too much. It was just the atmosphere that made it a little creepier, and of course, for me, personally, this is just personal, Snowman. I mean, all these are personal, but that's more personal. I'm sorry, getting a little too, age restricted here. But, 18 plus, if anything. But yeah. So, it wasn't as creepy as I hoped it'd be. Another thing is, the characters aren't as compelling, or, I mean, it's just a kid's book. Nothing really too crazy. Wasn't supposed to be part of the series, like with Evan Ross, Monster Blood. Might have been relating to something I talked about at the beginning of this video, but anyways. Yeah, they could have been better. They could have been more well-written. I said this book was also very well-written, but there is a few downsides. The characters aren't as good as I thought it would be. And, yeah. All I have to say for a bit. Really no major downsides, to be honest. It's as quirky and stupid as that sounds. So, I guess there's nothing else to do besides rate it. Let's rate the goddamn book. I hate Star Wars. Anyways, don't mind my controversial opinion. Solid 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't too bad. Underrated as fuck in my opinion. It also wasn't extremely good. It's made up for. But yeah, very good, very solid book. I give it a solid B tier. It wasn't terrible. So, with 5. Yeah. That is it. We have reviewed Beware of the Snowman. Hope you guys did not enjoy this video. Let me just get back. I'm sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that at all. I mean, I know you guys didn't enjoy it, but yeah. Anyways, my name is Drippy White. My booty hole is kind of tight. And this has been the Goose Count. I'm busted over here. Oh!